We're off. Good morning, happy Oilers out there. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday, February 13th. Good Lord, it's really February 13th already?
Yep.
Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. This is Julie, and I am with Miss Glenda, and we are here to talk on our Wellness Wednesday webinar about jasmine oil.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! How do I make my screen change? Oh, found it! So on our agenda today, we'll talk a little bit about, start off with our February promotions. Jasmine is our oil of the week that we'll be chit-chatting about, and then we'll finish up with our upcoming events.
Product of the month is a lavender touch. I just got mine yesterday. Again, you can get the free product of the month by placing 125 PV LRP, Loyalty Rewards Program order, by February 15th, which is Friday, and you will get a lavender touch for free. I love to have the lavender touch in my purse. Have it with me at all times. You never know when you're going to need a little bit of lavender in your day, whether it's to help calm you down or to help with, skin irritation, random cut, scrape, burn, scratch. It's just great to have lavender on hand. So get that one free this month.
And then every month we have a 10% off item, and totally fitting our 10% off in February is the Passion Blend. Passion is our inspiring blend. It has some spices and some florals. It helps you to feel really, it's spices and citrus, isn't it? It helps you to feel really excited and fulfilled, and it really just helps to bring back that spark. It's the inspiring blend. So this is a fantastic one to pop in your diffuser if you're needing a little bit of creativity in your world. It's a great one you can even put in a spritz bottle and use on your pillow if you're hoping to inspire some passion in your nighttime rituals. So it's a great little oil blend that you can use both for finding the passion of your day and finding the passion in others.
Yes. And what's awesome is Passion has jasmine in it. We'll get to that later. Sorry. And then also this month, we have the Relax and Renew promotion. So this would be for any people that are not yet enrolled in doTERRA. If they decide to become a wholesale customer this month and they start with 100 PV enrollment order, they're going to get a free bottle of red mandarin, which we don't have access to that one all the time. It's been a promotion here and there, so it's a great one to get. And then if they do a 200 PV enrollment order, they're going to get both the red mandarin and serenity for free. This is an incredible way to get started. Just so awesome. Serenity is such a beautiful, calming blend. It was one of my favorites when I first started, and still is. I like to put some on my forehead before I go to sleep or on the bottoms of my feet. It's also great to take in the bath. But make sure that if you do not yet have a membership and you're interested in joining, please get with whoever shared this webinar with you or reach out to myself or Julie. We would be happy to help you get started.
Absolutely. So on to our product spotlight. Our product of the month, or our product of the week, excuse me, is jasmine oil. You know, I'm so excited about this one. They had this available just as a promotional item for a couple of years when we first started here, Glenda. And a couple years back, they actually turned it into this, this beautiful touch roller that is available for everyone. So it's been really fun getting to know jasmine oil a little bit better. So jasmine is comes from the flower, And this actually is an absolute. So jasmine, the oil itself has to be plucked. The flowers have to be plucked in the middle of the night because they're super, super delicate, and that's when the oil expresses itself, is at night. And because of the delicate nature of the flower, they actually have to put this in, it's an absolute. And so it's a little different process than just straight distillation. So a couple of key benefits of jasmine oil. It can help to reduce the appearance of skin imperfections. It helps to uplift the mood, can promote a healthy looking, glowing complexion, and it's a great personal fragrance. This is one of them that I carry in my little purse because I just love the way that it makes me feel. It has such a feminine energy to it that I just feel very beautiful when I put it on. Right now we'll have you, if you have your jasmine oil, we will invite you to take a little bit, roll it on the palm of your hand, or if it's already in a little dropper bottle, you can drop it into your hand. Rub your hands together. Let me take a couple of slow, deep breaths.
Oh, that just is lovely.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me of Hawaii.
Yeah, I remember when before jasmine, they made it available in the touch. It was if you were sharing doTERRA with others, you had a chance to kind of win a bottle, and I did. And it's not diluted with coconut oil. It's almost got kind of a red tinge to it. Mm-hmm. And it's intense. Like one drop is plenty, but it's just lovely.
And just a little FYI, the touch bottles, all of our touch bottles, doTERRA has created these really, really easy to use pre-diluted roller bottles that have fractionated coconut oil in them. And some of our touch bottles, like the lavender, that is our product of the month this month, and then our top 9 oils are in the touch variety as well, along with some of our emotional aromatherapy oils. All of those touch bottles are pre-diluted for easy use. The jasmine and the rose oils in neroli are all in the touch variety as well. But I think part of the reason why they did that is, number one, easy use, because they're fantastic for the skin. But number two, it really does make them affordable. Now, because of the vast amount of plant material that it takes to make a little bit of essential oil, jasmine oil, rose oil would be ridiculously expensive if we were purchasing it straight out, especially in a 10 milliliter size. And so they have made these oils affordable for us by putting them pre-diluted in these roller bottles. And they've chosen fractionated coconut oil because it's a really, really great carrier oil that has a really long shelf life and is super gentle on the skin and really helps the oils to sink in and be permeated beautifully.
Thank you. That was marvelous. I think one of the other reasons too they went this route with the jasmine and the rose is that otherwise there wouldn't really be enough to it would be insanely expensive. Mm-hmm. Like I want to say when I got that 5 ml of jasmine, I thought I saw a price of like $325 for it at one point.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
And because it takes so much plant material too, I don't know that there would be enough for distribution to have it as a product that we have access to all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So it helps with that sustainability too.
Mm-hmm.
So some uses for jasmine. This is also an amazing one to diffuse. It's really going to help uplift the mood, and it can also help set the mood. Jasmine is an aphrodisiac, so this would be a great one to possibly pop in your diffuser this week. for you and your loved one to enjoy the holiday. And then topically, this one, we have Heals the Heart. Is there something you want to say about that, Julie?
Yeah, actually there is. So jasmine oil has a really great effect on helping with like blood pressure levels and maintaining them into a healthy level. And so you can actually take that jasmine oil and just roll it directly over the heart. It can really help to help your heart to operate in a healthy function, and both on the emotional and the physical level. You know, if we think about it, we truly cannot separate our physical body from our emotional body. So it can be really, really helpful in that realm with balancing out your blood pressure. The other thing that I wanted to say quickly before we move on from the aromatic use of jasmine oil is one of the things that they had stated at convention when we were out in Utah when this one got released is Emily was talking about how the ladies of the night way back in Egypt would take the jasmine rose or the jasmine petals, excuse me, and put them on their bed to help evoke some feelings of, some sensualness, sensuality. And so when you start to think about how jasmine can, you know, set the mood, allow you to feel, I think beyond being an aphrodisiac, I think what it really does is it helps us to feel beautiful. And when you have that feeling, that emotion, that sense of sassy, right? You feel beautiful. You are going to emit that beauty to those around you. And then your partner is going to see how comfortable and confident you are in your own skin. And that then and of itself plays such a huge role in setting the mood, in being comfortable with each other, you know, when you can be comfortable with yourself. And jasmine is a fantastic oil to help you feel beautiful and feel comfortable within your own skin.
Thank you. That was lovely. It's quite lovely.
Go ahead.
Also, the other topical uses we have here, we mentioned on the previous slide too. Again, this is a great one to add to your face moisturizer and also to wear as a perfume.
Mm-hmm. Feel beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So as we've spoken about, this one comes from Egypt, and it takes 7.3 pounds of jasmine petals to produce 1 bottle of jasmine oil. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. And then that it says 3.1 pounds
So
produce the touch.
7.3 is for the 5 ml.
Oh, right.
And if you think about those petals, they weigh practically nothing. So that's a lot of plant material.
Yeah, for sure. So the chemistry of the jasmine oil here, as we know, the different plants have different natural chemistry to them. And so the chemistry of jasmine oil has the main chemical constituents have a cleansing, a fragrant, a sweet aroma, and another fragrant component to it. Benzyl, benzoate, benzyl acetate, phytyl acetate, and phytol. So what's cool, I'm not a chemist, guys, I'm really not, but there are people out there that really geek out on the whole chemistry of essential oils. And I just love the fact that doTERRA is such a scientific company that they really do pay attention to what the chemistry of the essential oils that they're sourcing brings to the table. So this is an oil that is oftentimes used in the perfume industry because of its beautiful aroma, and it really blends well with a lot of different things. So it blends well with sandalwood, Roman chamomile, bergamot, cedarwood, and rosemary. And I encourage you to just kind of play around with it. You know, you can totally open up a bottle and open up a second bottle and just waft the two of them underneath your nose and see how you like that aroma. I love to roll a little bit on my hands and then drop a drop of something else and rub my hands together and see how I like that aroma, just to play around a little bit. So we've got a fantastic little video on the sourcing of jasmine, and we'll let you see how awesome these little flowers are.
We start the plucking every day in the morning around 6 o'clock, and it goes up to 11:30 or 12 o'clock. This has bloomed yesterday evening. Okay. This will bloom this evening. This will be tomorrow evening. Then this will be day after tomorrow. This will bloom next 4th day. This will bloom 5th day. This is growing, so keep on growing like this. My father is growing flowers for the past 50 years. So initially, our flowers were sold in the flower market. Then slowly, after my studies, I got up some doing some business with existing raw material which my father grows. So then we planned to start a factory. We started this in 1985. In our factory, we have about 36 employees.
Can you imagine how amazing it smells in that factory?
Right?
Wow.
Oh.
And I feel like they told us at convention too, when this oil was introduced, like it was either each basket or the work of one person one morning was like one bottle.
Wow. Well, could you imagine how much time it would take to fill up those baskets? They're huge.
Yeah. Just wild.
And all hand plucked. So gorgeous. One of these days, Glenda, we're going on a sourcing trip. We're going to check out some jasmine.
Heck yeah, it's on my
Mm-hmm.
it's on my bucket list, girl.
Heck yeah.
So the emotional aspect of jasmine. It's a pretty powerful one. It's the oil of sexual purity and balance. So according to the Emotion and Sensual Oil book, jasmine cultivates positive experiences within intimate relationships by encouraging the purification of unhealthy sexual intentions and motivations. So emotionally, it is really supportive for any kind of sexual trauma or things in the past that might be difficult to deal with. And then I really liked the way, I found this in the Modern Essentials book, and I really liked the way it was worded. It says, jasmine is an oil that affects the emotions. It penetrates the deepest layer of the soul, opening doors to our emotions. It produces a feeling of confidence, energy, euphoria, and optimism. And I thought that was beautiful. You know, the floral oils are just so amazing for emotions and just kind of helping bring a softness to it, if you will. So this is a great one to apply over your sacral chakra, which is your lower stomach, for emotional use, or the lower back, or behind your ears.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yes. Very powerful. I didn't want to read from the Emotion Essential Oil book. It's rather heavy, so.
That's all right. You know, one of the things about these oils is they do touch us on both a physical and an emotional level. And sometimes we don't know why. And whether, you know, you may not be experiencing sexual trauma, but you may have some need, some desire to move past something that was just a little challenging, a little emotionally challenging in your world that you need to move past so you can be more comfortable in your own skin. And jasmine can be great for that. So this is one of my favorite uses for jasmine oil. I keep this one in my bathroom and I roll it underneath my eyes in the morning and at night. I love the way that it makes my eyes look. It helps me, they feel like they're glowing. I mean, they really, truly, the skin around the eyes becomes a little more bright, a little taut than it was before. And, you know, my skin is just starting to age a little bit, and so I need to love my skin a little bit more. Jasmine oil really, really helps that that youthfulness come back to the under eye area.
And some diffuser blends. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, I think we might have reversed, we should have put that other slide first. How do I get oil out of a roller ball, one might ask, to put in a diffuser blend? Oh, thank you. So you can get some of these fancy little pipettes and one of these fun gadgets that kind of pops the roller ball piece out. And then you can, you know, grab a couple drops with that pipette and then use the pipette to put it in the diffuser. So there is a way. There is a way.
And what I would actually recommend doing if you like to diffuse jasmine or would like to diffuse jasmine on a more regular basis would be to get an empty 5 ml bottle and just pour half of your jasmine oil into it. Or a 5/8 dram or whatever you want. But a small bottle that's a little easier to use than having to pop off the roller top all the time. So going back to a couple of our diffuser blends here, we've got one for self-love. Again, this is going to be a great one for, well, any time of the year, truly. But I really, truly think that February is the month of love, but I think it's really important that we pay attention to our own self-love. This can be a great diffuser blend, or you can create your own little perfume with it too. Bergamot, cedarwood, and jasmine. So 3 drops bergamot, 2 drops cedarwood, and 1 drop jasmine. And then if you want a little botanical bliss, you can do equal parts jasmine and citrus bliss. a nice uplifting scent. And then we've got a couple more. I love this romantic dinner, black pepper and jasmine. That just sounds so seductive. I don't know, I really like the black pepper mixed with the florals. And then in bloom, you can do jasmine, ylang ylang, lavender, and orange.
And then also we got a great question here from one of our loyal listeners, Julie Milliken. She's wondering if it's okay to put fractionated coconut oil in a diffuser. And it is. It'll work totally fine. You know, sometimes I like to diffuse Balance, and there's fractionated coconut oil in the Balance blend also, and everything works just fine. There's also fractionated coconut oil in the Yoga blends, and I know I've diffused those in the past, so it works just as well. Great question, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So that kind of wraps up our Jasmine chit chat. Next week we are on for more. And as we love to encourage you to learn more about your own particular essential oil usage, doTERRA does a great job at education. And for the last couple of years, they have been doing a webinar every month and posting them out on the Empowered Life series. And you can find this under our advocates. There's a spot that says education and Empowered Life series, and they've got all kinds of past webinars for the last couple of years found here in the archive position. And then we have a new learning educational opportunity that doTERRA has just recently created, and their podcasts. So this is a fantastic way to learn more about essential oil usage, especially when you're on the go. It's a great way to download it, upload it, whatever, onto your mobile device, and you can listen to it in the car or when you're walking the dog, or if you're crazy enough to be running out in this icy snow, you could even listen to it then.
And then next week, we will be talking about bergamot. Can't wait. Another amazing, powerful, wonderful oil for some self-love. And then some other upcoming events. Next Tuesday, February 19th at 6:30 p.m., we have speed oiling happening at the Grand Stay Hotel in Apple Valley. And then also, same time, February 19th at 6:30 p.m., there's team night at the Lennox Center in St. Louis Park. So sorry, those are both on the same night. Didn't mean to make you choose, but and then Monday, February 25th at 5:30 p.m., I will be doing a self-care with essential oils at the Dunn Brothers off of Highway 7 in Minnetonka, kind of right near the general store there. And then Tuesday, February 26th at 7:30 p.m., there is an intro to oils at Unwind Within. As always, feel free to check out our calendar at oilerswithamission.com. Try to keep that updated with all the events going around town. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. There's lots of leaders doing events. Also, if you are tuned in to sharing or building doTERRA, I might just add and let you know that a couple of Betty Torres's leaders are doing Diamond Club that are in the Twin Cities area. Diamond Club means that when people enroll, they get more freebies. So if you have some people that you'd like to enroll, I encourage you to look on the, I believe it's the Discover Essentials Facebook page. They've got tons of events posted. So there's just really a lot of opportunities right now to get out and learn. I really enjoy learning from other people from time to time because I always learn something new. And because these oils are so amazing, there's so many different ways to use them, and everybody uses them slightly different. So even if you've been at this for a while, I encourage you to try going to someone else's class sometime just to see how they present and learn a little more. Anyway, a little side note there. But thank you. Hope you have a wonderful week and enjoy your jasmine.
We'll see you next week for bergamot.